Couple of hours ago, Apple introduced their new iPhone 14 and it's the best phone they have ever made. Nobody will laugh. Nobody will freaking laugh. Hey, what is up? It's your boy Adi and today I will cover everything new revealed in the last Apple event about iPhone 14. If that sounds promising to you, hop on and enjoy. Apple finally managed to swap out the notch in the iPhone by making it work in harmony with the software, which is quite freaking impressive. In a pure Apple fashion, however, they named it Dynamic Island. It enables us to multitask really effectively without swapping the window, which makes the overall experience quite freaking enjoyable. Boys, I mean TikTokers, Apple has finally managed to upgrade the Selfie Cam to match your needs. Most of the other companies in the market use most of their camera budget on improving their rear camera. However, the new TikTok generation needs the front camera most. The front camera in iPhone 14 now has f1.9 aperture with 12 megapixel sensors. Using that, Apple claims that it has 38% better low light photography capabilities. Connectivity. Boys, Apple now features a satellite-based connectivity, but there's a sudden twist. You can't just go to the Arctic Pole or to the Sahara Desert and hold your camera to the satellite and expect to have a crystal clear video calling experience. No. That's not even a possibility. But you can however go to the Sahara Desert or the Arctic Pole where there is no cellular towers, but still you will be able to connect with your family and friends and notify them about your whereabouts using your new iPhone 14 Pro and base iPhone 14. However, it's a subscription service which will be free for the first 2 years. After that, you will have to pay for it. Speaking of Pro variant, the new iPhone 14 Pro has a bigger display with slimmer screen borders. However, that's not noticeable, at least not in these eyes. It will feature industry-leading 2000 nits of peak brightness, which is highest ever recorded on a smartphone. That's really freaking nuts. It's kind of a bummer that cheapest iPhone mini variant is no more. Apple swapped it with a Plus variant. It's above the best variant but below the Pros. There are two primary reasons of this happen. Mini variants simply sold less, and by swapping them with the Plus ones, they will make more profit per unit. As far as I know, it doesn't take $200 just to increase the display size and battery capacity. Then there is this promotion thing that reduces the refresh rate according to the need at that moment. It can now even go lower than before. In the past, it could go as low as 10 Hz, but now the number is even freaking lower. That is 1 Hz. Android has been offering always on display for years now, but finally Apple is giving this feature to iPhone using this Pro Motion feature. Boys, we all know Apple likes to wait to perfect the technology before they implement it on their devices. It's just another example of. Plus, comparing it to the other Androids on the market, the Apple version features a subtle but relaxing transition between always on display and home screen. But in the Android counterpart, it's not that much relaxing. It almost feels like a complete separate thing. Before this video takes a dark turn, let's make ourselves a bit happier by talking about the newer, improved rear camera. Featuring 48 megapixel camera, we all know it's a bigger number for other brands for their marketing, but with Apple, it's different. Cause they had stuck with their 12 megapixel camera for generations and 7 years for now, and still sticking to it till this day for their base and Plus variant. It will feature 65% larger sensors, 24mm focal length and 2.44nm quad pixels and f1.78 aperture. That was a mouthful to say. But boys, the significant upgrade comes in the software side of things. The newer image processing, called in true Apple fashion Photonic engine, can bring in 2 times more light while taking pictures, but we will have to test that to pass proper judgments. After a new photogenic engine, 48 megapixel camera, 65% bigger sensor, improved macro photography, cinematic video, and a new ultra wide camera. And it doesn't stop there. There is more to it. Adaptive flash. Being able to recognize how far the subject is. That was common in almost all modern phones. And then adjusting the intensity of the flash module accordingly. That's adaptive flash. That's freaking genius! Why didn't anybody think of that before? Why? Apple came up and straight up said their A13 chips from 4 years ago are ahead of the market when compared to current gen top Android chips. Then compared the A16 to the A13 one. Pay attention boys, cause the last version was A15. Apple didn't compare it with that one. It compared it with a chip from 3 years ago from 29. You are getting the thing they're doing. Then Apple entirely freaking lost me when they said this.
The A15 A15 Bionic with a 5-core GPU. Now, we are bringing this proven pro-level performance to iPhone 14.
You can say blah blah, it's better than everything else on the market right now, blah blah blah, chip shortage, blah blah. But I don't freaking care. But you have to notice that a chip is responsible for taking photos and how efficient it is with the battery and how advanced the AI is. You have to get a hold of yourself before you pass judgments. So by missing out on the newer chip, you are not only missing out on some extra percentage of gaming performance, you are paying more money that's genuinely falling behind by having last year's chip. Design is another disappointment cause it doesn't change almost anything in the department other than the camera situation. Then the breaking point came, after which I wasn't even listening what the fuck they were even saying.
So that's iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. The dynamic island and always-on display introduce new ways to experience iPhone.
Boys, listen carefully. All the best newer features are exclusive to iPhone 14 Pro variant only. Let that sink in a bit. They are applying divide and rule. If you want to get the new features, buy your most expensive piece, otherwise fall behind with the last generation of iPhone. As simple as that. Previously, the Pro variants represented just a bigger screen and a bigger battery. But now, at this point, they are generations apart. Apple is basically saying, no more be a nerd, know what features you need and buy the most expensive one. Otherwise, watch this video to know more about the iOS 16 that will be coming with iPhone 14. Bye, boys!